So, for the longest time, I remember people being like, why can't you just go on and just be a better person? And I don't know why. I mean, I try my hardest to. I've learned how to deal with like panic attacks, and I've taught people how to deal with panic attacks. I've helped a lot out in people's lives, and yet, whenever people say that someone's always been there for them, I'm never mentioned. And I really do. I try my hardest. I try my hardest all the time, to be there for them. And they never say that towards me. And I'm sure many of you can agree with this sentiment because maybe you want to be like someone's favorite person. I know that's like a huge driving goal for me. Because I always want to be someone's favorite person. It's always nice to be someone's favorite person, but like, if they don't, if no one ever says that to you, it gets demoralizing after a while. Because wish, you wish you could be someone's favorite person, and you never are. And it eats you up inside, and I know it's a part of a larger problem where like you tend to feed off of other people's energy, off of other people's opinions on you, and you drive that towards being an opinion on yourself. I mean, it's the biggest thing, a part of like being a YouTuber. Well, I act like I know this, but starting off so early right now, I don't. But you let other people's opinions control you so much that you don't you get lost in it all. You know, and it's truly a shame whenever you try your hardest, you go out of your way, you help people out, you learn how to help people out, you take lessons, you take courses, you actively progress yourself as a human being to help out other people. And then they're never like, thank you, man. I can see you've put a lot of effort into this. Thank you. Thank you for what you have done for me. You know? And I don't I know I'm probably not the best person to be talking on this issue, but I mean, it happens to everyone. At least everyone I can know of, where you try your hardest for this one person, for these people around you, and as I said, never pays off. You just keep on like getting into this cycle where you better yourself, so you better yourself, right? But then it's never enough for them. So you keep on bettering yourself to where you could be good for them, and it's just never good enough. Ever, man. And it just eats you up inside because you know you could be better. You feel like you could be better, and you just aren't. There's something holding you back, and you do not know what that is. And frankly, I never think any of us will. There is something that you can strive higher to, and you don't even know what that is because you've never seen that out of anyone, even out of your best self, even out of the best people. You may have role models in your life, but they aren't the best selves that they could be. You know that. Fuck, you think people like, I don't know, Lil Baby are the best that they could be? No. Damn, they try their hardest, but they could always be more. So you take that, you learn from them, you take that, and you better yourself because you want to be the better than anybody else. You want to be the best version of yourself, and you fail miserably. But you think you failed miserably because truthfully you haven't. But you're not getting the feedback that you wanted on it. So you feel like you're inadequate. You feel like you don't matter. You feel like no one sees the work that you put in to whatever it was, whether it be weight loss or becoming a YouTuber or becoming a famous artist on Spotify or something. No one ever sees, and you just get torn up inside. And I wish I could come on here with an answer to how to help this out, but I can't. There is no answer on how to help this out, because I don't know. This channel was never supposed to be me giving answers. It was never supposed to be me coming with a subject and then giving the answer on the subject. This is supposed to be me verbalizing my struggles as a human being. You guys may offer advice. You guys may be like, hey, try this, try that. And I welcome you to bring that. Please bring that, because I know that you're going to help someone with that advice. But it just ain't going to be me. Because I've tried a lot. And whenever you try so much different options, and then you finally go for someone else's option, and it ruins you, you stop seeking others' advice. Because you already got hurt. And I know it's so close-minded to just stick to that, but it's impossible to not do that. It's evolution. You find bad thing, and you stop bad thing. And if that bad thing is taking others' advice, even if it would bring you a good thing, there's still a huge possibility it could bring you bad thing. I mean, it brought you bad thing in the past. So why would it bring good thing now? You wish. We wish that we could be better once for a person. To be that someone who they get up for every morning. Every day, every morning, every moment, so then they could get up and just strive to hang out with them, because you're just like that. You have that energy around you, where others want to crowd around you and say, oh my god, I love hanging out with you. I love being around you. I want to do this more often. Let's do this more often. But that never happens. You're always setting up plans first, or the one day that you decide to not make plans first, the day that you plan to just sit back and wait for the invites to come in, no one ever talks to you. And it crushes you. Shit, it crushes me. Because I want to, wait for someone to come up to me and be like, hey man, let's do something really cool. I'd be like, hell yeah, let's do that. But then no one comes up. And it just crushes you. Because then you start thinking, what if other people don't like me? What if other people didn't really want to hang out with me? What if I was actually worming myself into their lives and they didn't want me in it? And this thought starts to overwhelm you as a possibility that you really don't want to be true, but it is. To you, at least. But to them, it's likely that you just had a bad day. You don't want to do anything because you're always the one who is making plans. Then this is the day that you don't. Something's gotta be going on with you, man. Are you good? If you need a break, I'll let you have a break. But little do they know, because they don't know your mind, because you don't go out others and you don't talk to them, because they don't know that, it actually destroys you. It ruins who you are. It ruins who you could have been if they actually did reach out. And to bring this back up, all to wrap this up, all up because I've been going on a huge side tangent here. I mean, I don't even write a script because I don't write scripts. I go free. As I said, this channel is supposed to be me. You can read in my description and whatnot. You strive to be someone's favorite person, and you just aren't, and then you don't get that. You don't get that return on everything that you've done for them. You feel like they've stolen from you in some way. They've stolen your time, your effort that you put towards them, and they just make it worthless. And you're hurt deeply by this. I understand. And that's why I come here today. Because I suffer from the same issue. I suffer from the same problem here. No one says that I was their favorite person. No one says that I helped them through a dark time, that I was with them during a dark time. In fact, recently I've been ruining lives. I've been hurting people. Why? Because of instinct. Because I say that I'd be better off for them if they weren't around me. But it would be better. Sometimes. And then it's too late and they're already off and I can't talk to them no more because they're already gone. Already forced them out the window. I already lost that opportunity with them. So I promise myself that I won't let that happen to the next person, and then the next person comes around and then I just do it again. Because there's just something in me. It is the best part of me, yet it is the worst part of me at the same time. That always says you could be better. You could be so much more better. And yet you aren't. You've put in all this work and it's all futile. Why? Are you not putting in enough? Are you not putting in enough what we call grind work for this? No rational people would be like, no, you have. You've done this and you were just unlucky. You haven't gotten the return. But whenever this is in your own mind, rationality does not come first. It is emotion that does. And that's what destroys you in the end. Emotion. This was always about emotion. I mean, it's been about emotion for a while. I mean, you want to be someone's favorite person for validation. It's human instinct. It's the pack tribe instinct, you know. Good thing comes to me, I feel good. I do more of that. And validation is one of those things that causes us to feel good. Since we feel good because of that, we do more to get validation. But whenever we put in a lot of work for that validation and we don't get any, we start to beat ourselves up because we just feel like we aren't doing enough to get this. And then, weeks later, you're laying in your bed listening to some doomer-ass music, realizing that you are burnt the fuck out on trying. And you just don't want to do it anymore. You don't want to try. You just want to lay back and let the world take you. Let the ocean take you. Let existence take you. But I come here today to say that that is not the option. To say that... I know I just contradicted myself in saying that this isn't an answer, but the way I've been able to go through this for so long was I just kept trying because I knew that one day, I felt that one day I would come across a person and they would come up to me and they would say, "Thank you, man. You've done a lot for me. You are my favorite person." But I've done this for so fucking long and I don't want to try anymore. I just want to give up. And this is not to give you any solutions. This is like a diary to me. If you want to read it, you can read it, but I don't care, man. I mean, can't. You can't be someone's favorite person if you aren't your own favorite person, I guess. Because if you are your own favorite person, you know that you are measurably good enough to be someone else's favorite person. Yet you keep on seeking validations from others. You just don't get it. But it takes time, I guess. I'm gonna tell myself that now, and I'm gonna go with that for now. It takes time, it takes effort, and I could be just behind that wall where I can just taste validation. And I just need to keep on trying so I can get to that. And maybe I'll try different tactics. Maybe I'll try going more progressive with people, even more progressive than I've already been. I'll try to meet new people. Who am I kidding? Fuck, I'm lonely. I hate being lonely. I hate this is all comes back to loneliness, because if you don't feel like you're following your favorite person, you feel lonely because you don't feel needed, so then no one needs you, and you know no one needs you, and you know everyone is gonna leave you, so you just already get overwhelmed by a feeling that you know is gonna come. So you just inflict yourself to it because you know, let's just get it over with. And it hurts so bad. I wish, I mean, we all wish that we could be that favorite person for someone else, but I guess you just gotta keep on trying. I mean, maybe they're not saying it to you, because you see people, don't say it to them, unless if it's like a special occasion, like Mother's Day or something like that. But in most times, they don't say it to that person, but they do mean that you are their favorite person, period. So, there is hidden validation there, and you just gotta you gotta just trust that it's there. You just keep on going. That's how I've kept on going. And I'm at the last fucking straw, I can tell you that. But it's kept me going for a pretty long time. Man. I mean, I guess being someone's favorite person is built on a stupid ideology of trying to seek validation from others, and seeking validation from others is a very inherently flawed option, because you aren't always going to receive that, because once that person isn't there to give you that validation, your only source of validation is gone. And that's what happened to me. It doesn't matter anyways. This is, I guess this is Cozy, signing off. Thank you for listening to my rambling. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.